Welcome to Weekly Quest. This week we're going to look at a question found in Deuteronomy chapter 9. Now, Deuteronomy is a book, sort of a recap of Moses reminding the Israelites of God's faithfulness from when he brought them out of Egyptian bondage and through the wilderness and moving towards the promised land. And so Moses tells the people that they'll need to cross the Jordan River before they can take possession of the promised land. But before they can possess it, they have to dispossess it of fortified cities and a group of people called the Anakites, huge, intimidating giants. In fact, more than once, the Israelites asked, who can stand up against the Anakites? And then Moses says something really strange. He said that God would give the Israelites victory, but not because they were righteous, but because their enemies were wicked. In fact, Moses repeats that statement 3 times in chapter 9. Now, it sounds like he's really telling them, hey, you guys, don't get a big head thinking that God is giving you victory because you are so holy and righteous. God is giving you victory because he hates wickedness. Very true. But we can look at this another way. We can look at it that we do not have to be good enough for God to come to our defense. Now, that's no excuse for us to become lazy or apathetic about our devotion for him. We need to pursue holiness with a passion. Now, we're all aware of the giants that have just invaded our land over the last several months. I'm not even going to go through and list them all. But you take all those giants, that flood of stuff that has happened, couple that with the personal giants that each one of us face, and it's enough to make us want to dig a hole and bury our head and just wish it would all go away, which is probably not going to happen, not at this point anyway. But there is something we can do while we're waiting for God to come on the scene. Number one, we need to pray like never before. Moses was an intercessor for the Israelites. Let's become intercessors like Moses. Let's pray for insight and wisdom and understanding, that we're not overwhelmed with everything that's happening, but that God lets us see the spirit that's behind what is happening. And then secondly, we need to stay informed. Moses sent 12 spies into the promised land. 10 of them came back with a bad report, but 2 of them came back with a good report. Crazy. They all saw the same thing, but they came back with a different response. So I know some people are saying, I can't even watch the news. I don't want to read a newspaper. I just want to stay ignorant. We need to be informed. So here's a suggestion. A friend of mine will watch the news, but she uses that as her time for intercessory prayer. So when she sees the president on the news, she prays for the president and his staff and his cabinet. When she sees Joe Biden on the news, she prays for his health and his mental capacity. She'll pray for the media. She'll pray for the medical experts who are working on a vaccine for COVID. So she uses that as a time of intercessory prayer. So the news isn't weighing her down, but God is giving her buoyancy to rise above all the situations that are taking place. So pray, stay informed, and then thirdly, get involved. Know what's going on in your community. Attend city council meetings, attend school board meetings, run for the school board, run for city council, but become involved in your community so there can be a godly influence around the area where you live. So when God moves in to get rid of those giants, I want a front row seat. So let's cross that Jordan with confidence, put our foot on that promised land of victory that God has promised, and let's watch him work, because he never disappoints. Have a great week.